Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the closing ceremony of the SNA MUN 20. We are honored and privileged to have with us Honorable Director General of Police, Himachal Pradesh, Mr. Sanjay Kundu, richly decorated with Police Medal for Gallantry by the President of India, the President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service, the Police Medal for Meritorious Service, the UN Medal with Bar twice in Bosnia and South Sudan, and the UNESCO Award for Water Resources Management. Mr. Sanjay Kundu has worked in leadership roles with the state and central governments and the United Nations. Sir has worked as the Principal Secretary to the Chief Minister Himachal Pradesh, Principal Secretary Excise and Taxation, IPR and Vigilance to the Government of Himachal Pradesh, and Principal Resident Commissioner Himachal Pradesh at New Delhi. Mr. Kundu also served as Joint Secretary in the Water Resources Ministry, Government of India, where the work included policy planning, river development, and conflict management. Sir has held additional charge as Chairman of Brahmaputra Board, Chairman and Managing Director of the NPCC, Director General, National Water Development Agency Interlinking of Rivers, and Mission Director, National Water Mission, Water and Climate Change. As a police commissioner within the UN system, Sir carried out work related to national capacity building, conflict mitigation, human rights, protection of civilians, and humanitarian support. In the state, he served as Additional Director General of Police, Law and Order, Inspector General of Police, Law and Order, Superintendent of Police in Bhiwani, Bilaspur, Mandi, Chamba, and Kangra. Sir has served in Border Security Force, Ministry of Home Affairs as Inspector General of Operations, Air Wing, Administration, Training, and Intelligence, and Director Inspector General Commander in Bikaner, North Tripura, and Srinagar. Sir has attended an executive program in national and international security at Harvard University in 2015. Sir also holds an advanced degree in public policy from the University of Minnesota as a Humbert H. Humphrey Fellow under the Fulbright Fellowship Scheme. Sir also has a postmaster's degree in national security and strategic studies from the National Defense College, Ministry of Defense, Government of India. We welcome you, sir. The last few days have gone by really fast, filled with fun, engaging thoughts, innovative ideas, great enthusiasm, and fruitful debates. We have deliberated and debated not just to win an award, but also for imbibing a sense of responsibility in our young minds and to create awareness about some important issues that currently face mankind. Our sincere endeavor now is to seek solutions to solve those issues. Having said that, may I now request the MUN Director to address us all.
Good evening, everyone over here. I warmly welcome our honorable chief guest, worthy headmaster, faculty members, and dear delegates. Over the past 3 days, delegates operated as diplomats in the representation of their country's values and commitments on real issues facing the global community, which taught the students a great deal about addressing world issues and pitching for solutions with confidence and full conviction. The issues given in the form of agendas are not easy issues to resolve. At times, tensions ran high, and delegates had to work through disagreements and conflicting foreign policy agendas. Despite these challenges, delegates successfully found consensus. Resolutions were passed as a result of diplomatic prowess and effective teamwork. In closing, I would like to commend all delegates on their hard work and diplomatic that your experience over the past 3 days continues into your academic and personal lives. The issues you discuss throughout this conference are real, ongoing, and complicated issues. The communication and diplomacy skills you practice here are valuable and necessary to engage in productive and meaningful discourse in your schools, your homes, and in all public discussion forums. I congratulate all the award winners and those of you who did not win awards today. Keep trying. There are always more conferences to get involved in, learn from your mistakes, whether it is improving your public speaking skills, spending more time researching issues, or gaining confidence in the committee room. Being open to improvement is important. I hope you will enjoy to continue learning through MUNs. Thank you to all those who came and became part of the conference. I hope to see you next year in our own campus with less hassles and more fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pam. I would now like to take everyone through the making and unmaking of SNE MUN 20 and also a few glimpses from this enriching conference.
It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the third edition of the Lawrence Sanan Morning.
The Manhattan Project has been going on since 1939, before the onset of the First World War, and it's a pretty secret initiative which we have not revealed to the USSR and USSR as of yet.
You said it was a secret mission, but gave you the press.
Kanye West running for the presidential election.
Personally, I think I'm a very big Kanye West fan, so I know. I personally tweeted with 2020 vision multiple times. I will tell you, Mr. Putin will stay in office until the day Mr. Kanye West becomes the president of the United States. And Hitler, whatever happens to him, we don't care.
Nature, yeah. Secretary General.
Simar. Where is Secretary General?
Nature, undoubtedly.
At the Director General.
It's the Secretary General. Obviously, there is no second question to that.
It's fun. Describe it as amorphous.
I would say amazing.
I would say advanced.
Fun.
Time consuming.
Interesting.
Surprising.
But you.
Experiential.
video reignited your memories of the 3 days of this conference. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to announce the much-awaited awards for the Lawrence School Sanard Model United Nations Conference 2020. The first committee, United Nations Human Rights Council. The best position paper goes to the delegate of India, Dibnoor Samra from YPS Patiala. Verbal mentions in no particular order are Denmark, Sanchita Bhisht from the All Saints College Nainital, the delegate of Australia, Shachi Gupta from Delhi Public School Khanna, delegate of Bangladesh, Anirudh Iyer from the Lawrence School Lovedale. Moving on, honorable mentions in no particular order are honorable mentions in no particular order are delegate of China, Shreyangshi, an individual delegate, the delegate of United States of America, Pratishtha Chaudhary from the Jayashree Periwal High School. Special mentions. The second special mention goes to the delegate of Pakistan, Aryan Sethi from Jayashree Periwal High School. The first special mention goes to the delegate of Saudi Arabia, Devishi Verma, who is an individual delegate. The high commendation goes to the delegate of the United Kingdom, Mihika Kapoor from the Mayo College Girls' School. And finally, the Best Delegate Award for the United Nations Human Rights Council is backed by Yanab Lal, the delegate of France from Modern School, Barakhamba. Congratulations, delegates. The United Nations Security Council. The best position paper goes to the delegate of Kuwait, Raksha Kapil from All Saints College, Nainital. Special mentions. The second special mention goes to the delegate of Iraq, Abhay Sastha from the Jayashree Periwal High School. And the first special mention goes to the delegate of Yemen, Amber Gogia, who is an individual delegate. The high commendation is backed by the delegate of Russia, Raghav Singh Ranawat from Mayo College. And the Best Delegate Award for the United Nations Security Council goes to the delegate of the United States of America, Shivang Soni from Modern School, Barakhamba. Congratulations, delegates. The Yalta Conference. The best position paper goes to Georgy Zhukov, the Chief Marshal of the Army, USSR, Avi Konduri from the International School, Bangalore. Verbal mention goes to Admiral E.J. King from the United States of America, who's Tenzing Satan from the All Saints College, Nainital. Special mentions are, the fourth special mention goes to Joseph Stalin, Premier of the USSR, Ratyansh Garg, Jayashree Periwal High School. The third special mention goes to Neville Henderson, diplomat from the United Kingdom, who is Suvansh Mahajan, an individual delegate. The second special mention goes to Clement Attlee, Deputy Prime Minister, UK, who is represented by Jayaditya Sharma, Jayashree Periwal High School. And the first special mention goes to Sir Andrew Cunningham, Admiral of the Fleet, United Kingdom, who is represented by Vedansh Nahar, Mayo College Boys. The high commendation goes to Vyacheslav Molotov, the Foreign Minister, USSR, Raghav Kerial, an individual delegate. And finally, the Best Delegate Award for the Yalta Conference goes to Franklin D. Roosevelt, President of the United States, represented by Ashmeet Singh, Modern School, Barakhamba. Congratulations, delegates. The OECD Global Forum on Development. The best position paper goes to the delegate of Germany, Mudrika Agarwal, All Saints College, Nainital. Verbal mentions in no particular order go to the delegate of Mexico, Sahira, from the Delhi Public School, Khanna, and the delegate of South Africa, Aryan Gupta, from St. Kabir School, Chandigarh. Special mentions in no particular order are the delegate of Russia, Prithviraj Singh Chauhan, from Mayo College, and the United States of America, Tanis Chugh, from Vivek High School, Chandigarh. The high commendation goes to the delegate of India, Shama Suhil Kumar Mumbai, from ISG Muscat. And finally, the Best Delegate Award for the OECD Global Forum on Development goes to People's Republic of China, represented by Sanya Goyal, an individual delegate. Congratulations, delegates. May I now request the convener to announce the awards for the All India Political Parties Meet, the African Union, and the World Economic Forum.
Thank you, Director General. The All India Political Parties Meet. The best position paper goes to Rajnath Singh, Chinmay Mehta from the Modern School Barakhamba. The verbal mentions in no particular order are Kiran Rijiju, Brinda Bayani from the Mayo College Girls School, Nirmala Sitaraman, Gauri Bhatnagar from the Jayashree Periwal High School, Arush Bhandari from the St. Kabir School, Rajnath Singh, Chinmay Mehta from the Modern School Barakhamba. The special mentions in a particular order are: second special mention goes to Sonia Gandhi, Daksh Seni, who is an individual delegate, Akhilesh Yadav, Garv Asnani from the Jayashree Periwal High School. The high commendation goes to Manish Sisodia, Yash Goyal, who is an individual delegate. And the best parliamentarian for the All India Political Parties Meet is Amit Shah, Aditya Sharma from the Indian School Argubra. Congratulations, delegates. The African Union. The best position paper goes to the delegate of Cameroon, Naisa Kataria from the YPS Patiala. The verbal mentions in no particular order are the delegate of Gabon, Arjun Suri from the Sri Ram Millennial School, the delegate of Tanzania, Navya Shore from the Lawrence School, Lovedale. The special mention award goes to the delegate of South Africa, Sneha Agarwal from the Jayashree Periwal High School. The High Commendation Award is backed by the delegate of Somalia, Ali Malik from the Modern School Barakhamba. And the best delegate for the African Union is the delegate of Kenya, Akriti Kamal from the Vivek High School. Congratulations, delegates. The World Economic Forum. The Best Position Paper Award goes to Ho Sung Lee, Chair of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, represented by Abhya Siddiqui from All Saints College, Nainital. The special mentions in a particular order are: third position, Angela Merkel, the Federal Chancellor of Germany, represented by Ananya Jain from the Jayashree Periwal High School. In second place is Donald Trump, President of the United States, represented by Nachiket Kirti Jawali, Mayo College. Special mention in the first place goes to Daniel Zhang, Executive Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Alibaba Group, represented by Anya Jain from the Jayashree Periwal High School. The High Commendation Award is backed by Lee Hsien Loong, the Prime Minister of Singapore, represented by Archie Arora from the St. Kabir School. And the best delegate for the World Economic Forum is Han Zheng, the Vice Premier of the People's Republic of China, represented by Amam Jain from the Modern School Barakhamba. Congratulations, delegates.
I would now like to invite our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Sanjay Kundu, to address the virtual audience.
Thank you very much. Respected Sri Himmat Dillon, Headmaster of Lawrence School, Sanar, Srimati Priya Chauhan, Director of Model UN at the Sanar, the main office bearers of the Model UN at Sanar, namely Nashil Gill, the Secretary General, Ms. Savanti Agarwal, the Director General, Sri Simar Gabardia, the Convener, Model UN delegates of different schools, the faculty and staff of Lawrence School, Sanar, and everyone associated with SAA, SNA, MUN 20. In these times of COVID, I wish to greet you and thank the management of Lawrence School, Sanar, for inviting me to be the chief guest at the closing ceremony of the Model UN conference. Though I was not part of the deliberations, but from what I have heard just now, I am confident that despite Corona, the proceedings must have taken place in the highest traditions of United Nations. Now, going back to history, the United Nations was established post-World War II, when the nations thought they must sit and put their thoughts together to end the scourge of war and misery. So was born the United Nations. If you do a critical analysis, the 6 major organs of the United Nations, along with the different agencies, funds and programs, which are over 70, some phenomenal work in the last 70 plus years. What are the things that have happened because of UN? First is, it has helped the world to see much needed peace and security. To its credit, the United Nations has been able to resolve most of the disputes arising out of disputes between countries or many countries, especially after World War II, peacefully. UN has also been able to raise the standards of human rights in the world, thereby reducing the human rights abuses. But there is lots to be done still. The agencies, funds and programs of the United Nations have helped all the residents of this world, habitants of this world, provide basic essentials like food, water and shelter. I have personally served in United Nations in 2 missions. One was Bosnia in 1999-2000. The second was for 2 years in South Sudan. So I can speak from my experience of the United Nations. When former Yugoslavia broke up, there was so much of ethnic tension that the countries were fighting with each other. Ethnicities were fighting with each other. There were earlier attempts, but they failed. United Nations, being a truly global organization, was successful in this conflict and post-conflict scenario in Bosnia. When we went there, I was a regional commander in the north, and I saw so much of human rights abuses. For the first time in my life, I heard of a term, human trafficking, because when the Eastern Bloc broke down, all hell broke loose. There was so much of human trafficking in the world. There was so much of illicit crime, inter-country crime, narcotics, counterfeit currency, human trafficking, arms trafficking. Now, when countries break up and new countries form, it is really a challenge to do nation building. I think United Nations, being what it is, it truly represents this world. That is why it is able to put things in order. The human rights abuses came down. We were able to protect the citizens. And after a while, Bosnia stabilized and it has become a flourishing country now. After Bosnia, it was Kosovo, where we were deployed and we also did good work there. My second experience as police commissioner, that was in the top management, was in South Sudan. South Sudan broke up from Sudan because North Sudan is largely Muslim, the South Sudan is Christian. And there were huge human rights abuses in South Sudan. As a result, in 2013, South Sudan became a new country. And when we went there, our challenge was basically nation building, protection of civilians, human rights, and also delivery of humanitarian assistance. It was a challenge, but I think the country is well established now. In both these countries, I had police officers of over 50 countries under me. A lot of them spoke different languages, but the mission language was English. I think we worked together and we were able to give these countries a good start. There have been a lot of bad experiences with United Nations also. I don't know if you have heard of Rwanda. Basically, there were two tribes, Tutsi and Hutu. They fought with each other and millions were killed. But United Nations kept as a bystander. And why did United Nations not react? They say it was not our mandate to do this. So they strictly followed the mandate. But what happened was huge human rights abuses. I think the United Nations over the years has been able to put its house in order. And now whenever human rights abuses take place or there is issue of protection of civilians, they intervene. This is what happened in South Sudan. The tribes fought with each other. It was not our mandate, but we quickly changed our mandate and we intervened and we brought peace to that country. Now, there are many arguments for and pro United Nations. Many, like India, argue that United Nations in its present shape does not represent the contemporary global order. The 5 permanent members that are there, this was the position at the time of World War II, but the world has much changed today. So India has been striving very hard for a permanent seat in United Nations Security Council. Similarly, Africa and South America, these two huge continents, they also say that we are underrepresented and we want greater say within the United Nations system. While as an international diplomat, it is a pretty prestigious to work for United Nations, and that is how you can bring peace and development to the whole world. But what has happened in last about 30 years, a lot of international NGOs have come up, and these are very big NGOs. Some like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, who work in healthcare sector, they are bigger than WHO. So if you are looking for a career in international diplomacy and peace and security, I think there are newer challenges, newer opportunities now. You can go to international organizations, and a lot of these organizations do very professional work, and they don't have the chains of the bureaucracy that United Nations has. Some of these organizations are doing wonderful work. They have huge level of funding because they are supported by very rich people. They also have huge reach. Almost they penetrate very deep, and they have very, very professional staff. In the end, I wish to congratulate all the winners. I think they must have done extremely well to win prizes. All those who participated but could not win any prize, I wish them better luck next time. They need to be better prepared, and they should try next time. In the end, I wish to congratulate the management and staff of Lawrence School Sanar. These are very trying times. People are trying to save their lives, and you have been able to organize Model UN, and with such huge participation, and also the organizing committee, which comprises very young people, young students. My congratulations to you also, and I could see that you have a lot of energy and a lot of enterprise. I wish to congratulate you also and wish you best of luck in these COVID times. Again, I want to end with my best wishes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging and thought-provoking words. Your enthusiasm is contagious, and we hope to make use of your experience in our lives. May I now request the Secretary General to announce the most awaited award of this conference, the Secretary General's Best Delegate Award and the Best Delegation Award for 2020.
The Secretary General's Best Delegate Award goes to Franklin D. Roosevelt of the Yalta Conference, represented by Ashmeet Singh from Modern School, Barakhamba. And the Best Delegation Award for the Lawrence School Sanar Model United Nations Conference goes to Modern School, Barakhamba.
Now, I would like to invite our worthy headmaster, Mr. Himmat Singh Dhillon to address the virtual audience.
Good evening, delegates. It is indeed a great honor and a privilege to thank our chief guest. Thank you, Mr. Sanjay Kundu, IPS, Director General of Police, Himachal Pradesh. It is indeed a great honor to have you here presiding over this conference on behalf of the entire team at the Lawrence School, Sanar. We really appreciate your fine sentiments, sir. Thank you for sharing with us your first-hand experiences with the UN. Thank you, Honorable Shri Dushyant Chautala, Deputy Chief Minister Haryana, for presiding over the opening ceremony. Thank you, His Excellency, Mr. Taranjeet Singh Sandhu, Ambassador of India to the United States. Thank you, Major General Gurpreet Singh, Lieutenant General K. Davar, and Mr. Rahul Bose for your huge encouragement and solid support in the event. Thank you, Mr. Tejinder Khanna, former Lieutenant Governor and Dr. Ajay Tehlan, Director CRI, Kasauli, for sparing your valuable time to be in conversation and to encourage our students. Our gratitude goes out to the many school principals and the very supportive parents who graciously gave permission to their students and wards to participate in this conference. My sincere gratitude goes out to the executive board comprising of the 7 distinguished chairpersons, the vice chairpersons and rapporteur. It is a matter of great pride for us that these are our old students. Thank you, worthy old Sanarians, for taking time out from your busy schedule to support and to judge this conference. The delegates who stepped into the shoes of world leaders to discuss and resolve global issues, thereby making SNA MUN 20 such a grand success. We thank all our delegates from nearly 30 schools. And yes, a big thank you goes out to our students. You were the backbone of this event. Thank you, worthy members of the Secretariat. Thank you, Secretary General Michelle Gill, Director General Avanti Agarwal, Convener Simar Singh Gabadia, the organizing committee comprising our Class 12 students. Thank you for coordinating and organizing the 3rd SNA MUN 20 on a virtual platform against all odds for the very first time with the MUN Director and the Chief Advisor. A very special thank you goes out to our Chief Advisor, Jaiveer Singh. Jaiveer not only topped the school in the Class 12 2020 board examination, he is a part of the team who pioneered the first SNA MUN in the school 2 years back and continues to contribute significantly towards this event. I wish him the very best for the future. Thank you, Mr. Jamwal, Head of Faculty IT Department, and Mrs. Tehlan, Head of Faculty English. Thank you, Head Communication and Development, Ms. Malini Kumar, for your unwavering and solid support. I congratulate the Head of Faculty Humanities, Ms. Ashali Solomon, and her wonderful team for successfully hosting the 3rd edition of SNM UN 2020. My heartfelt thanks and appreciation goes out to the team led by Ms. Amarjit Chauhan, MUN Director, Mrs. Minakshi Solomon for overseeing the opening and closing ceremonies, Mrs. Mona Gautam for the MUN newsletter, very well done, Mr. Nitin Rathore For technical support, Mr. Randhawa, Mrs. Samita Mukherjee, and Mr. Devesh Verma for handling the finance. Well done, team. Hats off to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the delegates made friends, had fun, and overcame all barriers. Let's do the same in the real world that we all live in. Let's make our world even better starting today. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Finally, I request the Secretary General, Rachel Gill, to propose her vote of thanks and thereafter declare the conference closed.
Victor Hugo once said, "No power on earth can stop an idea whose time has come." From conceptualizing the first online edition of SNAMUN to resolving the complexities presented by a virtual platform, it has truly been a wholesome adventure. The last 2 days have been enthralling, watching delegates represent their allocations with finesse, intellect, and passion. This reminds us about the very purpose of MUN, to replicate diplomacy in real life. I hope that this conference has enhanced your skills of diplomacy and contextual deliberation. The experiences that you all have gained will empower you to think critically and act analytically into responsible global citizens. My sincere thanks to the chief guest, Mr. Sanjay Kundu, for gracing this event. Our worthy headmaster, Mr. Himmat Singh Dhillon, for giving us this opportunity. Thank you, sir. I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to the co-faculty organizing this event, the Humanities faculty, for tirelessly working day in and day out with all of us, step by step managing their classes, and still guiding and helping us through the event. Special thanks to the head of faculty and overall in charge of the event, Ms. Ashley Solomon, and to the MUN director, Ms. Priya Chauhan, for their constant guidance. My immense gratitude to the executive board members, Mr. Vaibhav Das, Mr. Shayal Majumdar, Ms. Cecilia Kondi, Ms. Surabhi Patnaik, Mr. Anirudh Pendyala, Mr. Rudra Bhattacharya, and Mr. Revant Vadela, who took out time from their busy schedules to moderate this conference. Your in-depth legal knowledge about all the agendas at hand and your expertise and experiences over the past 10 years are truly enriching. We are proud of our alumni, Chitali Verma, Ruchita Sharma, Gaurika Mehtani, Yula Yidzin, Riddhi Khurana, Partesh Ramana, Tushar Nandi, Sheen Banga, Yudeep Gaikwad, Arjun Aluwalia, Swamini Thakur, Megan Bhagirath, Akanksha Chaudhary, and Arif Khilani. I would like to thank each one of them who have been here despite being in the middle of their college courses and admission processes. And to all the delegates from various schools, not only from India, but also from the Middle East, for your enthusiasm and participation in this conference. The organizing committee comprising of Tarushi Singh, Pavit Sidhu, Riya Bedi, Ananya Kohli, Irmin Tivana, Adrika Sood, Zaina Zaidi, and Nandini Singhal, who have been so patient and quick to adapt to the online format of MUN and helping the delegates throughout the conference. My sincere gratitude towards Abhiraj and Arindam Bhatia for handling the plethora of technical difficulties and related logistics, especially Abhiraj for single-handedly managing the entire website. And finally, the Secretariat, the convener, Simar Singh Gabaria, for handling the database and all logistical requirements of the conference, and the Director General, Avanti Agarwal, for working tirelessly through the past 1 month, devoting all her time and effort and handling all the delegates so well. And lastly, the Chief Advisor for the conference, Javeer Singh, who took on the reins of the conference from the word go and made every effort to make this conference flawless. It really wouldn't have been possible without all of you. And hereby, I, Rachel Gill, the Secretary General of SNAMUN 20, declare the 3rd edition of the Lawrence School Sanar Model United Nations Conference closed.
As we all go our ways, I hope each one of us is taking along in our hearts and mind something to contribute, cherish, and pass on to all we met along the way. I would once again like to extend our heartiest gratitude to Mr. Sanjay Kundu, our Honorable Chief Guest, for taking out time from his busy schedule and gracing the event through his virtual presence. On behalf of the Lawrence School Sanar, I would like to thank all participating schools, delegates, and executive board members for gracing the occasion with their virtual presence and making the third edition of the Lawrence School Sanar Model United Nations Conference a roaring success. This year, being the host, the Lawrence School Sanar forwent any awards won by its delegates. On behalf of the Lawrence School Sanar, I would like to congratulate all the award winners and the participants. With this, we come to the end of SNA MUN 20, with the hope of hosting you all next year on the picturesque campus of Sanar. Thank you all.